10 best one-season wonders in football history. Did you know that the Eredivisie top scorer and Dutch Footballer of the Year in 2007 turned out to be a major flop? And do you know which player we're talking about? Keep watching to find out. Over the years, we have seen a lot of players putting in world-class performances and scoring stunning goals in a few matches to gain a name for themselves in the football world, only to vanish a while later. There are a lot of footballers in the world who are extremely skillful, but what separates the elite from any other skillful player is consistency. When we talk about a one-season wonder, we are sure a lot of names pop up in your mind. In today's video, we'll bring you our personal pick of the top 10 best one-season wonders in football history. Can you guess who number 1 will be? Leave a comment now with your prediction. No cheating. Also, don't forget to click the like button, hit the subscribe button, then go grab a nice cool beer and let's get into it. Number 10. Stephen Ireland. Originating from Ireland, Stephen Ireland was an attacking midfielder who gained fame playing for Premier League giants Manchester City. In 2008-09, the youngster helped score 9 goals and 9 assists for the English side in the Premier League and helped them return to the UEFA Cup impressively. Ireland was also named Manchester City's 2008-09 Player of the Year, and City fans were optimistic about the lad thriving in the new era of ownership. But things didn't really go the way they expected. Stephen Ireland couldn't find his consistent form again and had to leave the club for Aston Villa in 2010. He was loaned out to Newcastle United after a difficult start to his Villa career. After returning, he was dropped from the first squad and joined Stoke City on loan in 2013, eventually making the transfer permanent in 2014. He then joined Bolton for a brief while after being released by Stoke in 2018 before retiring. Over his football career, appearing in 305 games, Ireland had only scored 30 goals. Number 9. Michael Bridges. Michael Bridges, the English forward from Sunderland, joined Leeds United in 1999. He had a magnificent first season with the Peacocks, where he was able to score 19 Premier League goals in his debut season for the club, which included a hat-trick in only his second game for the club. He looked like a promising young striker after the first season, but he did not live up to all expectations. Michael Bridges made only 10 appearances for Leeds United in the next 4 seasons as a result of multiple injuries and a lack of goal-scoring form. After being released by the club in 2004, he wandered from one club to another, playing for Newcastle United, Bolton Wanderers, Carlisle United and Hull City, but failing to perform well at any of them. He moved to Australia, where he played until his retirement in 2015. Number 8. Carlos Alberto. Carlos Alberto Gomes de Jesus, also known as Carlos Alberto, was en route to becoming the next Brazilian star. He was an essential part of Porto's team that shocked the entire world by winning the 2003-04 Champions League title. He joined the team during the second half of Porto's incredible season and immediately became a crucial player, used frequently by the legendary Jose Mourinho throughout the season. Even though the attacking midfielder didn't rip up the goal-scoring charts, he was the scorer of the opening goal in the Champions League final as Porto lifted the trophy. However, he didn't shine as brightly in the following season, and after the arrival of the new manager, Alberto was out of favour and fell down the pecking order, where he wasn't even given enough playing time due to disciplinary reasons. After a long emerging career, he decided to retire in 2019. Number 7. Benjani Maluari. Benjani was a striker from Zimbabwe who rose to fame for his spectacular performances for Premier League club Portsmouth. Since starting his career for a South American team named Jumbo Cosmos, he moved up the ranks and played for European clubs Grasshoppers and Auxerre before joining Portsmouth in 2006. In the 2007-08 season, he scored 12 goals in only 23 appearances within the first half of the campaign. His excellent goal-scoring form attracted the attention of Manchester City, who signed him immediately in the winter transfer window. However, he was a disappointing signing after only being able to find the net a total of 4 times for the entire remaining season. He then moved between clubs before finally retiring in 2013. Throughout his career, he scored only 68 goals in 303 games. Terrible stats for a striker. Number 6. Michael Ricketts. Ricketts is probably the most well known of this group. He was the typical one-season wonder, scoring 12 Premier League goals for Bolton Wanderers in 2001-02. It earned him his first national team call-up for a friendly against Holland. He didn't score again that season and scarcely did for the remainder of his career. With only 9 more Premier League goals and a tumble into the lower levels, Ricketts was always on the move and played for 11 different clubs throughout the course of his 14-year career. In 2011, he pleaded guilty to common assault after hitting and headbutting his ex-girlfriend. He was given a 12-month community order as well as a £200 fine and £85 in costs. After a very rocky career of 10 years, Michael retired in 2010 with 78 goals to his name in 348 matches. Before moving on to number 5, here's a quick question. How many football fans claim that Virgil van Dijk is a one-season wonder? How much do you agree with this statement? Let us know in the comments below. Number 5. Alfonso Alves. Alfonso, the Brazilian wonder striker, had a strong start to his career as he landed in Europe from Brazil club Atlético Mineiro with massive potential. He rose to prominence in Sweden, where he was a solid player for Swedish clubs Örgryte and Malmo, before moving to the Netherlands where he displayed his true abilities. He joined Heerenveen in 2006, where he had the best time of his career, scoring an astounding 34 goals in 31 games and becoming the third Brazilian to finish as the top scorer in the Dutch top flight, alongside Romario and Ronaldo. In 2008 he joined Middlesbrough as their record signing, but didn't live up to all the expectations as the club ended the season being relegated. Alves never played in Europe's top flight ever again after that. He spent the last days of his career in Qatar before finally retiring in 2005. Number 4. Vincent Janssen. Janssen, the Dutch international, just needed one season at AZ Alkmaar to make his mark on European football as the game's next best scorer. Spurs at least thought so. In the single season at Alkmaar, Janssen scored an astonishing 27 goals and was named the Eredivisie's top scorer and winner of the Johan Cruyff Trophy. He was nicknamed the Bulldozer by his fans for his outrageous performance in front of goal. Throughout the season, the Dutchman scored 2 hat-tricks, luring Spurs to sign for £17 million in 2016. However, Tottenham learned it wasn't good enough for the tough and pacey Premier League. Their flop signing could only manage to find the net twice in 27 appearances in the first season for the Lily White. Just a year later, the £17 million striker was sent out on loan to Turkey to play for Fenerbahce. Janssen is currently playing for Liga MX club Monterrey. Number 3. Papa Cisse. The supporters of Newcastle United will never forget Papa Cisse's debut season with the club. After 3 successful seasons at German club Freiburg, where he scored 37 goals in 65 games and set a record for the most goals scored by an African player in a single Bundesliga campaign, the Senegalese striker joined the club of the Toons in January 2012 for £9.3 million. In the second half of 2011-12 season, Cisse scored 13 goals in just 14 appearances for Newcastle, helping the team to a 5th place finish in the Premier League. Many thought Newcastle had finally discovered a number 9 capable of replacing Andy Carroll, who departed the club in 2011 to join Liverpool. However, they were let down as Papa Cisse only managed to score 24 goals in 104 games in his next 4 seasons at Newcastle. He finally left for Shandong Luneng, a Chinese Super League team. The 37-year-old currently plays for TFF First League club Kaitor Rizespor. Number 2. Zaki. Zaki, the striker from Egypt, was once so good he was likened to former England striker Alan Shearer. What cost him his career was not his abilities, but the lack of his professionalism. Zaki had an exceptional start to his Premier League career, where he scored 10 goals before January after coming on a 1-year loan from Zamalek in 2008. He was also third in the goal-scoring statistics after Nicolas Anelka and Robinho. During his first 6 months at Wigan Athletic, Zaki was so impressive that he was linked with a transfer to the Spanish giants Real Madrid. However, everything started to go downhill for the striker as the second half of the season was about to begin. After Christmas, not once was he able to find the back of the net in the league. Manager Steve Bruce was understandably irritated by his lack of professionalism, and the Lactics chose not to renew his contract. Zaki spent the rest of his career in Egypt despite a brief fruitless stint with Hull City and a refusal to join Portsmouth owing to the presence of 2 Algerians and 1 Israeli in the team. Charming. Number 1. Michu. Spanish forward Michu, known worldwide as the ultimate one-season wonder, is one of the pillars of any "the streets won't forget" discussion. He moved from Rayo Vallecano to Premier League struggles Swansea City for £2 million in the summer of 2012. Swansea's possession-based aggressive style suited the striker, and in the first season of the Premier League, he scored 18 goals in 35 league games for the club. Not only was he scoring, but he was tearing apart the Premier League defences like it was nobody's business. Michu struggled to produce his goal-scoring form after a great first season in England, netting just 2 goals in 17 appearances the following season. He was no longer able to put in the performances that helped him earn an international debut for Spain in 2013. The next season he was loaned out to Napoli before joining Spanish amateurs UP Languero. He decided to retire in 2017, aged only 31. Before we end today's video, prepare to be baffled by this surprising fact. While players like Michu decided to retire at the tender age of only 31, the world's oldest player, Kazuyoshi Miura, is still playing at the age of 55. We have reached the end of this video. If you enjoyed our video, don't forget to click the thumbs up button and subscribe to our channel for more football related videos. For more interesting football videos, click the video appearing on your screen, and I will see you in the next video.